EA Sports, and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from rugged Lighthouse Point Golf Club, we bring you live second-round coverage of the Lighthouse Open. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. He's got a commanding 5-shot lead here as he has been spectacular thus far. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
160 to the hole. Ball on a slight upslope, which should send it just a little bit higher in flight.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still inside 40 feet. Just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Now at the second here at Lighthouse Point, Frank, this is some tough par 3.
If you want to try and really break the hole down and be a purist here, Rich, you'd like to hit a little cut into this green, something that moves away from the water and the cliff back towards that bunker. That would be the perfect shot to hit. It's such a difficult par 3. Anything on the green would be good here.
Second shot now here at the par 3. Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. Frank, I like the mix of holes as we start out here at Lighthouse Point. Tough par 4, then a par 3, and now a scoring opportunity with a par 5 at the third.
Scoring opportunity with a good drive. Very thin fairway here, Rich. This hole is built for accuracy, and players off the tee, they're going to have to try and hit this fairway. Long fairway bunker runs almost the entire length of this hole, and it could act actually as a little helper, stop you going down by the cliff, because anything left, obviously, on that cliff line will go all the way down to the ocean.
Boy, oh boy, there aren't many shots that feel better than a well-struck 3-wood on and 2 and a par 5. There it is.
That second shot sounded like a cannon.
Seven feet now for birdie. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. And that'll put him at 1 under for his round and 14 under for the tournament. Well, here at the par 4 fourth, 411 yards, Frank, this is the kind of hole where you want to pull out the cell phone and maybe take a few pictures because the views are absolutely amazing.
And you also see why this golf course is called the Cliffs. That's for sure. Great vistas. This front nine completely lines the coast, so you're going to need to keep it fairly straight on this golf course. This hole in particular, though, the fairway is actually rather generous, so you do get a little bit of reprieve off the tee, and you really want to hit the fairway because that green is very tiny, Rich.
And that A good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Now note his second from the fairway.
Well, he's looking at 108 yards to the front, 109 to the hole. Wind definitely hurting in his face.
And that ball not gonna stick as it makes its way back and off the front edge of the green. Just going to sneak on by. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And he'll remain 4 clear of the field. Now at the 5th here at Lighthouse Point, it's a par 4. Frank, what are we in store for?
When you stand on this tee, Rich, you don't see any fairway bunkers, but be careful. It can certainly fool you. The goal really with the Cliffs course is to find fairways.
Yeah, that will get a little bit of run. That will be just fine. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway. That one was running so high. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And this will remain a 3-shot lead. Par 3 6th is relatively short, 198 yards, Frank.
But this one, really, you've got to go airborne here. That bunker that protects the left side and front, you've got to carry that and get it to land soft so it doesn't skip through the back of the screen.
This could be a good one. Well, you don't just hit the shot sometimes, you maneuver it, and that's a really good example right there. Beautifully executed. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And he moves to 15 under. Par 4 7th, only 370 yards. Frank, decision to be made off that tee.
It is. I walked this hole, Rich, to the narrowest point of the fairway. It's 278 yards, and if you want to carry that left side, you're going to have to be strong, 300 yards. So really, I don't know if driver's the play, maybe even 3-wood's too much. You might have to throttle back even further. So the hole might be short. You just might get a little bit of a longer second shot than what the scorecard would normally allow you. Well, somehow, the ball's got through the other side of the tree and really hadn't lost that much yardage.
Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side to 16 under par. Getting set at the 8th hole. It's a par 3 of 165 yards. Break it down for us, partner.
This gets really narrow in the middle of this green, Rich. That's sort of the biggest problem. Matter of fact, only had 12 yards from that left side to the right in the middle. And the green itself actually is 3 times that in length, 36 yards. So straightness is the key here.
All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. This one measures out to 15 feet. Oh, how about the run here? That a 3rd consecutive birdie. And he moves to 17 under par. We move to the 9th hole and we begin to go inland, Frank. I'll miss some of the views along the ocean. I won't miss the nerves with the potential of a golf ball sailing off into the Atlantic Ocean. That said, par 5, you think about a scoring opportunity, but then I look at the scorecard and it says this is the number 6 handicap hole. That's pretty tough.
It is, and the reason why is there's trouble both sides of this fairway, and that's normally sand and cliffs, and the designer's really thrown the boat out, excuse the pun. We are on the coastline here. This whole doglegs to the left, and ideally you just sort of like to go fairway, fairway pitch. That's a prudent way to play the hole, but of course everybody likes to chance the driver and reach the par 5 and 2. Miss, pay the price. Look, I know par 5s are long holes and most people struggle to reach, but that 3-wood did not even touch the putting surface. Had to be the wrong club. I know it's ambitious, but look where it is now.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that is going to go in the books as a 30 on the front side, 5 under par. Frank, you think about the great designers, Pete Dye, Alistair McKenzie, and Christian Brandt is certainly in that conversation. They like to play mind games with you, and you're playing with people's heads when you look at that number on the card versus the 10th hole.
Yeah, 10th hole, which is par 4, plays a lot longer than 11, but it's a very clever hole. It's called what we call a tweener. It's in between a 4 and a 5, so if you walk away with here with 5, you feel like you've lost something. Walk away with 4, you feel like you've gained something. So the great par 5s are often reachable. 11, that's one of them.
And this one's only 530 yards as a par 5, and remember 10 was a par 4 at 592.
Well, it's a little past the flag, but with the hole cut in the front third today, no surprise.
Now this for another birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
There's another one. It's 5 birdies in a row. And he's just continuing to pour it on here on this Friday. Now we go to the 11th hole, and this is a par 5, but it's actually shorter than the par 4 10th. This one comes in at 530 yards. And more evidence of the kind of creativity by the award-winning design team of Patel and Duncan.
Well, that's right. Patel really is known to be the shaper. He's the one that makes all those interesting shapes of the bunkers. For example, here, nipping it in the fairway, making drive or almost too much club, or very, very risky, plus the front bunker there. You know, this is a great par 5. The reason why, it's reachable, it's tempting, but you don't know what you're going to finish up shooting on it.
Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there, and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Oh, I'll tell you what, that is some kind of round going on now. What a putt that was. It's an eagle, and his sensational play continues on this backside. 12th hole now, and Frank, the long hitters could have an advantage here.
If they want to take a very dangerous line over that left side, this is really where the shot maker has the advantage, that hole bending completely to the left. You'd like to hit a draw there, so use those bunkers down the through side of the fairway and then just sort of shape that ball towards the green. Interesting shaped green, really 3 different sections to this, and of course 3 bunkers, each protecting a different portion.
And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker.
That's actually a pretty good shot, really. I know that's not exactly close to the hole, but out of the fairway bunker, safely on deck.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. That one safely in. And it's a par here at 12. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is.
Well, well, well. What do we have here, partner? The par 5 13th, or is it a par 8? I can't tell.
It looks like a misprint, Rich. 702 yards, and not only that, too, they put the two fairway bunkers in a perfect place. Perfect place if they want to annoy your tee shot. It's going to take 310, 320 yards just to get past that. Then you've got a long, long way to go. And, of course, remember when you're on 10? This is the shared green. So 13 and 10, this is where they meet up again at the end of a long, long walk.
This looks to be at least an extra club, maybe two clubs going way up that hill to the green.
Nice approach shot, and the other good thing about that, left it below the hole.
Chance now for another birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And he continues to just build up a massive lead for the weekend. And to the 14th hole. Nicely done, and that'll be a great birdie chance here at 14. 13 feet away. Just needed a little bit more, but he couldn't quite get it there. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay at 22 under. Rich Lerner back at Lighthouse Point with Frank Nobilo. We're at the 15th hole. Frank, a relatively short par 4, 387 yards.
Yeah, finally we get one under 400 yards. A little bit of trouble off the tee to be avoided. Bunker left and that little pot bunker on the right. But missed those. And really, this is a very much a scoring opportunity.
That is not very good at all. That could cost him.
Yeah, hindsight's 20/20. You just wish you took the shorter club now.
Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe liked to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And he'll remain right where he is. We begin the finishing stretch here at Lighthouse Point with the downhill 241-yard par 3 16th, bunker in the back, but open access to the pin otherwise. Fun hole here. Well, that's a sensible shot right there. No need to take on an unnecessary risk. There's nothing wrong with walking away from here with a 3. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he's going to move to 23 under par. 17th hole is another par 5, 613 yards. Frank, how do you play it?
Only the longest hitters can get here in 2. It's 2 big hits, that's for sure. S-shaped fairway, so if you can't reach the par 5 and 2, you can still plot your way down there for a nice little pitch. And really great opportunity to get one back off the scorecard.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. What a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. There may be a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
The speed was right what you want, but the eagle putt doesn't go down. Yes, and good playing here toward the end of the round. Birdies at 16 and 17. And that's going to move him to 24 under par.
Well, at last we're at number 18, and Frank, I have really enjoyed this golf course. And now when you see the lighthouse in the distance, it really makes it that much more special.
It is. The beacon will always take you home. And speaking of home, this finishing hole, it bends to the left. A good tee shot will somehow find the fairway and just leave you a short iron in. And of course, you make 3 here, and then that smile's going to light up like a beacon. I guess it got the 90% air bit. That ball actually went through that tree.
Hit in the back left today as he'll stare down this second to the par 4. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad from that far away. Okay, a good putt for his par here at the 18th green. So will this be the week that our featured golfer claims that first ever title? Frank, it's looking promising through 36 holes.
It is, and to just